Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. I know I have been away from YouTube for a long time now, but I'm slowly getting back to filming content, and that brings me to today's video, which is the soft glam look for Eid using products under rupees 600. So without wasting any time, let's get started. I'm using Neutrogena oil-free moisturizer. This moisturizer works well for my oily skin and is great for the base of your makeup. Next, I'm using this Maybelline Fit Me Concealer as my eye makeup base. You can also use a foundation for this. Just make sure you have an even base for your eyeshadows to lay on and they look pigmented. Don't forget to set the eye base with a compact or loose powder. This creates a smooth canvas for your eyeshadows to blend effortlessly. For the eyes, I'm using Mars Cosmetics All I Need Makeup Kit in variant 2. And I'll be picking up this brown shade as my transition color on a blending brush. I'm warming up the crease and the outer corner of my eye, as you can see. Take your time buffing out the shade and be gentle with your blending. Next, I'm taking this light pink shade and placing it just below the transition shade. For this, I'm using a smaller blending brush because I want to keep the shade on the outer corner of the eye only. Using a bullet pencil brush, I'm picking up this dark pink shade and packing this on the outer part of the eye in a C shape, as you can see. Make sure you are placing this dark color precisely on the outer part, as you do not want to take away all the previous colors you laid down. Taking the smaller blending brush which we used earlier, I'm diffusing the dark pink shade using a small circular motion, and now taking the blending brush which I first used, I will take up the transition shade again and blend it over. This just helps to bring back the warmth that faded in the blending process. Next up, I'm picking this beautiful pink shimmer shade with my finger and I will tap this onto my lid, making sure it has evenly blended edges. Then I'm taking these two shimmer shades and I will gently tap this on top of the pink shade to highlight it even more. I'm using this kajal from Mars Cosmetics and applying it to the outer lash line. I will then smudge it using a small bullet pencil brush. I'm trying to make it look like a smudged liner with the right amount of smokiness, and for that I'm smudging the edges of the kajal using the dark pink shade from the palette. Curling the lashes before I apply the mascara. This makes the lashes look cohesive with the false lashes I'm going to use. You can skip applying false lashes and just keep it till the mascara. The lashes I'm using are from Swiss Beauty in the style Pixie. Swiss Beauty has nailed it with their lashes. They retail for rupees 130 for a pair of lashes. You can reuse them if you take care of them properly. They feel light on your eyes, good quality wands, and you can choose from their styles. Moving on to the base makeup, for concealing, I'm using this concealer from Inside Cosmetics in the shade Warm Yellow. This shade is 2 or 3 shades darker than my skin tone. I'm applying this to cancel out the discoloration I have under my eyes and around my mouth, and also using it on my acne marks. For foundation, I'm using Lakme's 9 to 5 Primer Plus Matte Cover Foundation in the shade N220 Neutral Medium. It's a medium coverage foundation, but you can build it to a higher coverage. Blends smoothly and works great for my oily skin type. For today's look, I'm opting for lighter coverage, and for that I'm blending the foundation using a brush first and then using a blender to absorb the excess. For highlighting, I am using Maybelline's Fit Me foundation in the shade 220 Natural Beige. You can also use a concealer for this as it provides more coverage. Today we are keeping it soft and light. The brushes I am using for the base makeup are all from Amazon for under rupees 200. I wanted to try them out and see how they perform, and guess what? I use them every time for my makeup. I'll make a separate video for this explaining the usage of each brush properly. To set it all up, I'm using the same compact I used for the eyes. Next up, I'm using this Inside Cosmetic blush in the shade Raspberry Gelato. I'll apply it using the blender. And to set the blush, I'll go with Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in the shade Mellow Wine. You can skip setting the blush as it stays put for long. I like to do this step because it adds more to the color, and because I have oily skin, this helps the blush last longer. For bronzer, I'm taking the same brown shade from the palette, mixing it with the compact and applying it. From the same palette, I'm using the light golden shade as my highlighter as well. For the eyebrows, I'm using Miss Claire's eyebrow pencil. I'm brushing down my brows to see where I need to fill in. Make sure you apply the strokes lightly as this pencil is very pigmented. Brushing up after you are done filling in the brows helps to spread the pigment evenly. Before applying mascara to my lower lashes, I'm going to smoke out my lower lash line, and for that, I'm using the same kajal and the dark pink shade. I'll blend the edges of the kajal with the pencil brush and then smudge it using the dark pink shadow. For the lips, I'm using Swiss Beauty lip liner in the shade Burgundy. Swiss Beauty lip liners are highly pigmented and are very smooth on application. The lipstick I'm using is from Faces Canada. It's a brownish nude, it's matte and has a beautiful smooth texture to it. Feels light on the lips and is perfect for daily wear. And here is the finished look. I like how everything looks so soft and subtle with a hint of color on the eyes. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did filming it. Let me know in the comments. All the products are mentioned in the description box below. If you love watching such videos, please don't forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. I'll see you soon in my next video. Bye!